Yeah, well. you're good if we turn that off, right? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, just let me know. I'll finish up the door,
Yep.
so.
Now you can be seated. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Mayfield's class of 2021. It was certainly an unprecedented, surreal, challenging school year, and one that none of us will forget. Graduates, for several months, I've truly been looking forward to recognizing you and your amazing accomplishments. First, I'll begin with some thank yous. My appreciation to Mrs. Jennifer Horn, our senior class advisor, and to Mrs. Marcia Guslick, our right-hand woman. For their efforts throughout this school year. Both have gone above and beyond to help make this a memorable end to the school year for our graduates. A job well done, Jen and Marcia. As many of you know, Mrs. Guslick is retiring at the end of 17 years at Mayfield Junior Senior High School. Also, Mrs. Veronica Swart is retiring after teaching for 34 years. On behalf of the thousands of students whose lives you have impacted so positively over the course of both of your careers, thank you, Marcia and Veronica, for being thank you for being amazing colleagues and a second mother to many of our students and staff over the years. Thank you to Ms. Joelle DiDomenico and Mr. Graham Pritchard, our school counselors. Both skillfully supported our seniors and helped them blossom into terrific young adults. Mr. Pritchard just joined us this school year, and I know he's enjoyed getting to know our graduates and helping them to prepare for the next phase of their lives. It's also great to see Mrs. Cindy Farrow. Prior to her retirement in June of 2020, Cindy was the school counselor for this class of students, and she provided a great deal of guidance for the first 5 years at the junior senior high school. So thank you, Cindy. And also my appreciation to Mr. John Carrico for his assistance with the program today, as well as our live stream. Thank you, John. I'd also like to thank our dedicated faculty and staff of both the junior senior high school and our elementary school. My appreciation to Dr. Lewis, our assistant principal, to Mrs. Hittrick, our principal at Mayfield Elementary School, to Mrs. Jen Sanford, our director of student services, and to Mr. Christopher Harper, our superintendent of schools, all of whom helped the class of 2021 reach so many wonderful milestones. Thank you. And a special thank you to our devoted Board of Education for providing the oversight and opportunities to help our students flourish in and out of the classroom. Most importantly, to the parents and families of our graduates, we truly appreciate you supporting your child in the pursuit of their goals, and thank you for allowing us as educators to share in their development as young adults. This class was so deeply impacted by Mrs. Shelley Dufour, who passed away after a very brief battle with cancer in October. We're glad that Shelley's sister April and Shelley's niece Jessica were able to join us today. Mrs. Dufour taught the vast majority of our class of 2021. And while they'll remember what she learned or what she taught them in their English classes about literary terms and how to write a persuasive essay, they'll forever be changed by what they gleaned from Shelley as a person. To be optimistic, work diligently every day, yet don't take yourself too seriously, and most importantly, smile and relish each and every day. Graduates, you should be extremely proud of your accomplishments. You're impressive individuals and have achieved a wide array of accolades. Each of you possess many unique skills, talents, and virtues. In my opinion, we have the most well-rounded students anywhere. Class of 2021, you'll forever be remembered as the COVID-19 class. This is simultaneously unfortunate and a wonderful opportunity. As you've seen throughout your adolescence, life presents challenges. How you approach those circumstances will help define you as a person. We can either complain and become wrought with self-pity, or become resilient and focused. And that's what I've seen this year for the last 15 months, actually. Our school community as a whole, we've certainly come together. I'm confident that our society will be better for having endured this pandemic. There have been numerous lessons learned, perseverance bolstered, and friendships and relationships strengthened, if even remotely. As does each graduating class, you've certainly faced adversity thus far in your lives. But with the help of your family members, the outstanding educators here at Mayfield Central School District, and your peers, you've overcome. The persistence learned in our schools will be the cornerstone of your post-secondary lives. Maintain the fortitude, drive, and willingness to ask for help when challenges arise in both your personal and professional lives. In whatever you do in the next phase of your life, work diligently to achieve your loftiest goals and have no regrets. Mayfield's class of 2021, whether the last 13 years were amazing or they were something less than ideal, when you think back to your schooling experience, smile and be proud to forever be a Mayfield Panther. And now, I'm very excited to introduce the proud president of the class of 2021, Victoria Rulison.
Good morning. On behalf of the class of 2021, it is my pleasure to welcome the faculty and staff, parents, siblings, loved ones, friends, and most importantly, my fellow classmates to the 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you to everyone gathered here today to witness and to celebrate this special occasion with the class of 2021. I believe you have each played a significant role in shaping us into the person we are today and guiding us along the way. With the uncertainty of this past year due to the COVID pandemic, we are more than thankful to be able to host an in-person graduation with not only our family and friends, but with each other as well. May we take this past year as a lesson and continue to be grateful for the little things in our future outside of Mayfield High School. Congrats and thank you.
Well said, Tori. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to have this next individual address our audience and our graduates today. She's an extremely impressive young woman, the salutatorian of the class of 2021, Delaney LaFontaine.
Good morning and welcome. I would first like to thank the District Board of Education, Superintendent Harper, Dr. Lewis, Dr. Majeski, Mrs. Warren, and anybody else who gave their time in planning this event. Your efforts and dedication in creating some kind of normalcy for the senior class have not gone unnoticed. And to just be able to stand up here today with the entirety of my class is something that we would not be able to do without you. So thank you. I would also like to thank all of my teachers. Every single one of you has impacted my life in so many more ways than I can put into words. I would especially like to thank Mr. Carrico, Mr. Backus, Mr. Thielen, Mr. Bourne, Mrs. Newkirk, and Mr. Allen. Whether through sports or academics, these 6 have pushed me to reach my potential, all while supporting me in all aspects. I know I have an advocate in all of them, along with an advocate in every staff member at Mayfield High School. And of course, I need to thank my family. My grandparents, who have given me endless support and love since I can remember. My parents, who have always pushed me to reach my full potential, but never once pushed me too hard or made me feel any less about myself when I had fallen short. I would not be the person I am today without them, and I hope I can one day get back to them all they have done for me. And my sister, who 2 years ago was standing in the same spot, giving a speech very similar to this one. My sister is hands down the biggest role model in my life. She is a large part of why I have the privilege to be speaking here today, because without her, I do not think I would push myself to reach this accomplishment. And not just because I'm an annoying, competitive little sister who couldn't just let her older sister one up her. She set a precedent for me that I never once questioned, and I would not be the person I am today, and I cannot name a better person to look up to and strive to be. I would be lying if I told you I was not absolutely terrified for the next step in my life, to graduate, leave Mayfield, and enter the real world alone. And I think it is safe to say that I'm not the only one who feels like this. With that being said, I think it is important to remember what we have gone through at such a vulnerable age. To be standing here today is, in my opinion, a greater accomplishment than any class before. And the fact that this is one of the few times I'm seeing my entire class is one of the biggest indicators of this. Our world for the past year and a half has been flipped upside down, and we have been forced to navigate such unprecedented times. This pandemic is something we were thrust into, and to have made it out on the other side as a soon-to-be graduate is something everyone should be very proud of. On top of this, Mayfield in particular has suffered tremendous losses and hardships in the past year. On June 19th of last year, Lexi and Sonia received the news that no child ever wants to hear. Her mother, Rachel, and her mother's boyfriend, Brandon, had been involved in a motorcycle accident. For the next few months, when the entire community supported them, Rachel and Brandon fought for their lives. They were victorious in this fight, and Rachel is even able to witness her daughter graduate today. Lexi, I would like to personally say how impressed I am with you, and how you stepped up after your mom's accident in no way a 17-year-old could ever imagine doing. And you're here today with a smile on your face, never missing a beat. On July 4th, Billy Drake tragically lost his life. A friend and classmate, his death affected the lives of everyone on this stage. This loss devastated the community and is now a constant reminder that life is so fragile. On September 13th, our former classmate and friend, Ariana Lindsay, died. A 2018 Mayfield graduate, Ariana was a ray of sunshine who did so much for her community. She was a very active member of our Key Club, Drama Club, and sports teams, and she left behind countless friends and family. On October 14th, teacher and mother Shelley Dufel passed away. Mrs. Dufel touched the hearts of so many students, and the halls of Mayfield High School will never be the same without her. The impact she made not just on my life, but every student and staff member that entered her classroom is indescribable. Although these tragedies and losses have broken the entire community, we have managed to create some good out of the hurt. In the case of Brandon and Rachel, it is almost guaranteed that while on a 30-minute radius, you will see at least one car or one person with a Lair or Take a Strong logo on their shirt or bumper. The way the community rallied behind this couple and their family was truly inspirational. The same goes for Billy Drake. If you were in attendance at the vigil held at the Mayfield Park, you know what I mean when I say you could feel the love and support in the air. Watching Billy's friends, family, classmates, teachers, coaches, and even strangers come together, remembering his life, reminded you that there is still good in this world. In memory of Mrs. Dufel and Ariana, scholarships have been created in their names. These scholarships allow their legacies to live on in the halls of Mayfield High School for decades to come. Trees have also been planted in honor of Ariana, Mrs. Dufel, and Billy, serving as a living reminder of the legacy they have left behind. These events have forced these young adults next to me to overcome hardships that many adults don't face until much later in life. To just be able to dust yourself off and stand on your own 2 feet after such tremendous losses, all while living through a global pandemic, is an indescribable feat. So where am I going with this? If in the next 3 months, 3 years, or 30 years, you're faced with something that seems insurmountable, just remember what you overcame: a global pandemic, an unconventional school year, community tragedies, and through it all, you persevered. You're so much stronger than you know, and you have the tools and maturity to make it through whatever life may throw at you. The class of 2021 is different from any class that has come before it. So I did change my speech, and it's not on here, so I just gotta, I guess I'll just throw it in. Pretty much just like always have the confidence to make it through. And I did have a nice quote. It's actually the name of the speech by Teddy Roosevelt. It's like, believe you can, and you're halfway there, something like that. So just take that with you wherever you go. Thank you.
That was great, Delaney. Thank you. Sorry for the printing snafu. That's my fault. And now, the valedictorian of Mayfield's class of 2021, the superb Elena Salvione.
Hi guys. So Delaney, that was so beautiful. Like, congratulations. So first off, I just want to say thank you to my family because I wouldn't be standing here giving you guys a speech without them. So that's my mom, my dad, my stepmom, Nikki, my grandma, my aunt, and all my other family members. But even a bigger and huger thank you to my siblings, who everyone knows I'm obsessed with. I love them so much. That's Dylan and Nadia. They are such a shining light in my life, and I don't know what I would do without them. I truly don't. I also want to say thank you to my friends who supported me through all of this. And of course, my speech wouldn't be complete if I didn't thank one of my best friends, Billy Drake. Now, Billy was one of my best friends. And, sorry, he was such like a shining and bright star in not only my life, but so many others. And if I can live up to even like just a sliver of the person he was, as I remember him to be so caring and kind-hearted and just such a beautiful human that was so tragically taken so soon. I'm sorry guys, he's such a beautiful person, and I'm so thankful that I was able to call him friend, but even more thankful that he was able to call me friend. So thank you to all those people. Okay, so now we'll move into like the actual speech. Okay, so hi guys. First off, I want to congratulate all of you on graduating because graduating high school is a big deal. Like, seriously. So I'm gonna take y'all back real quick to really give you a full picture of what you've all been through, either at Mayfield or any other school you have attended. So we're gonna start with elementary school. Now, elementary is a bizarre environment, okay? Try to name one place where projectile vomiting is the normal. And that's not even a joke, because that happened to me in the 5th grade. So basically, what happened was, I was in Miss Horseman's class, I was feeling sick, so I walked myself down to the nurses. Well, I never made it, because I started puking in the hallway. It was very embarrassing. So after that, it became a rule in Miss Horseman's class to carry a garbage can with you down to the nurse. Which came in handy a week later when I was walking Nyla Page down to the nurse. She threw up in that garbage can, so yeah. However, with all that being said, elementary is one of the first places you make friends, socialize, and discover your interest. Oh, and also if you're in Mayfield in 5th grade, you may have the memory of Coco, which is definitely a highlight of my elementary school time. Okay, so moving on from elementary, you enter the raging sea of hormones that is middle school. The voice cracks, body morphing, hormones making the urge to punch walls seem like a rational solution to anger. Crying in the bathroom seemed like the only solution to your problem. And nobody could do their makeup right. We all thought we could, but we couldn't. I personally remember waking up at like 5:30 in the morning to like fry off my hair by straightening it, putting on a pound of makeup, an effort to make me look better, but like looking back, it didn't. In fact, it made everything worse, so middle school. So the benefits of middle school are though that you always have something interesting to look back on and you're able to see how far you've truly come. Okay, so moving on from middle school, you enter high school. Stress is at an all-time high, whether you have found the 5th love of your life, you're preparing to take the SATs, college searching, or trying to find a place where you belong, in a place where nobody really belongs. It's just wild. But through that struggle comes a moment of clarity. High school may have been rough, but you now have a community of people around you that can love and support you. Whether you found this support through teachers, school staff, or lifelong friends you made, the benefits of going through a wild time with a group of people is the sense of unity that you are able to look back on. So now, all I have to say is that you guys made it. I'm talking to you now because you made it through it all. Take any of the lessons you've learned in these last 18 years and use them to your advantage in the future if you see fit. I wish you all the best of luck in whatever your next step in life is. And just remember, it's a great day to be a Panther.
Thank you, Lena. Well said. It's my pleasure to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Christopher Harper, to the podium.
I've had the pleasure the last few days spending a lot of time with the senior class and bringing back a lot of memories of my own life and from high school. And these speeches are great. It tells you how real this class is and how much they've been through. I think the first thing I like to do is have all of us give them one more round of applause. On a side note, before I get started, when I was in 3rd grade, a little girl threw up all over me. And believe it or not, I took her to my senior ball. She was my date, so I forgave her, and that's a true story. Anyway, welcome to this commencement for the Mayfield Central School Class of 2021. Congratulations, graduates. Today is your day to shine. The whole weekend is your time to shine, and I'm so happy I spent the last few days with you. But now, pretty soon, the next chapter is going to begin. You've worked hard to get to these seats today. And everyone sitting in the audience around you has also helped you with this hard work. They've supported you along the way. They've cheered you on. They've pushed you a little bit when you needed it. And today, we're here to celebrate all your accomplishments. Thank you. This is really important. Thank you to your parents and guardians who have nurtured you from day one to help you to get to this day. Thank you to your teachers who have pushed and inspired you along the way. And it's nice to hear that in your speeches today. Now your real work begins. Just another thought. When I graduated from high school a little over 40 years ago, it's just like I'm living it right now. My father said to me, today, your education really begins. He was right. It was the best advice he ever gave me, and it just came back to him. The world you're entering as young adults is in a serious turmoil. We've all had a very difficult 14 months. We look at you to become part of creating a positive future for all of us. You know, here at Mayfield, you've acquired many skills, and I've probably met with about half of you, and I personally felt that way. And those skills will help you as you draft the next chapters of your life. Today, you're going to get your diploma, And I want you to think of it as a learner's permit for the next chapter of your life. There are plenty of roadmaps for all of us to choose from, many destinations, GPS programs to assist you, and always free advice. What will always matter most for your happiness and success is that you always listen to your inner compass. Dare to take the road less traveled. Dare to make a difference. Dare to try to make our world a better place and a safer place. And remember, just like GPS, when you make a wrong turn, you can recalculate and take a different route. You've all learned many things throughout your years here at school. However, again, one of the speeches, the golden rules learned in kindergarten will be the most important lessons to center your compass throughout your life. Make a conscious choice to live by them. Our world needs nicer, more caring people. We are all dependent on you, and being nice really matters. Here's some points I'd like to share with you to think about today and the rest of your life. Plan well, but always be willing to revise the plan. This is huge, and I saw this with a couple of you in the tape today. Understand and model the importance of family. Understand and model the importance of family. Ask for directions. When you're lost, remember you're never really lost. Life is always an adventure. Be courageous. Have a vision. I always say that to the board. As George Shaw said, you see things and ask why. I dream things and ask why not. So be courageous and take it every chance you can. Treat everyone with respect. Have a good work ethic. Always. Be helpful to others. Always. Exercise your rights. The social studies teachers will love this. Exercise your rights as a citizen. Always. Be a lifelong learner. Commit to the journey, not the outcome. Think of the words of Seneca, an ancient Roman. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is. Nurture your relationships. Appreciate the people in your life. Cherish their special qualities and accept their flaws. Every person and event that becomes a part of your life happens for a reason. Some reasons won't become clear for many years, but suddenly you will know. Just like I'm remembering my graduation day, someday this day is going to come back in my life. Abraham Lincoln once said, character is like a tree. The reputation is like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. Members of the class of 2021, I say to you, be, and I know you are, from just talking to you, be the real thing and be true to yourselves. And if you are, people will see the shadow you want them to see. A good reputation will forever open doors and lead you to true happiness and a good life. Stay true to your inner compass. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. Be safe and be happy and be the change our world needs. Congratulations, we're all proud of you. Thank you very much.
About another round of applause for our performers and Mr. Daniels, please. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. For the awarding of diplomas, we'll begin with our honor guard. It's those students who earned a grade point average of 90 or higher throughout their 4 years of high school. And from there, we'll proceed in alphabetical order. The Valedictorian of Mayfield's class of 2021, Lena Salvion. The Salutatorian of Mayfield's class of 2021, Delaney LaFontaine. Jillian Botch. Lila King. Victoria Rulofson. Blair Klein. Veronica Bikowitz. Maya Town. Lyra Spurlock. Brianna Soul. Sasha Kolesnikov. Aiden Allen. Deandra Myers. Sarah Morehouse. Madison Relier. Brennan Flint. Nyla Page. Elizabeth Adamkowski. Colby Agater. Jay Allen. Caleb Barnwell. Zachary Becker. Kyle Caparello. David Chrisman. Devin Colony. Tyler Cook. Michaela Castleman. Megan Dion. Caleb Edwards. David Evans. Spencer Furman. Tyler Garrigan. Dylan Giblin. Calvin Greco. Cameron Harwood. Omar Hickok. Trenton Hine. Sophia Himsel. Anaya Hams. Alexia Insonia. Naomi Levers. Chandler Manchester. Renol Jensen Pahente. Marshall Pettit. Haley Roberts Hayes. Caitlin Rockwell. Ethan Rowling. Joseph Smemo. Cassie Stevens. Skylar Sababin Gerald. Michaela Tyler. Emily Van Allen. Joshua Van Ostrom. Last but certainly not least, Colin White. members of Mayfield's class of 2021, please rise. Move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to present to you Mayfield's class of 2021.